everyone, Dan here from the Diamond Minecraft, and welcome to another Minecraft mod showcase, where today we're going to be getting all evil and creepy with the Evilcraft mod. Now, this mod has a very simple name, but comes with some really cool features, such as using blood to repair your tools, werewolf villagers, and tons more too. So if you like to be a little bit on the dark side, or you just like kicking its butt, then this is the mod for you. So we're not going to be able to get too much blood from Grim. Maybe Trayaurus will be willing to give up some. Okay, maybe not. But anyway, let's get started. And the first thing you're going to look at is a brand new ore, which generates pretty much everywhere. And it's called the Dark Ore. And when you mine it, you will get some of these bad boys, which are dark gems. And you'll be able to use these for pretty much every recipe in this mod. So you're going to need a ton of these. I'm not sure how many break per use, but we'll find out in a bit. So, Trayaurus, you're in the way a little bit there, buddy. Can you just squidge along a little bit? It's okay. It's okay. I won't steal your blood if you just move out the way, okay? So the first thing we're going to make is the blood chest. Now this is looking pretty cool, and this is the thing I was talking about earlier in the intro, where you can use your blood or other people's blood to repair your tools rather than using an anvil, because that can be quite expensive sometimes, and we've got different ways to collect it. So there's either blood buckets, which I've got right here, or we've got other ways to do it as well. So let's go ahead, and what should we do first? Let's have a look at the recipe first. So the recipe for the blood chest does require 8 oak wood planks in a square like this, and then 1 blood infusion core, which creates the blood chest. And to create the blood infusion core used in this recipe, you're going to need some hardened blood shards and a dark power gem. Now to create each of these, use flint and steel on hardened blood for the hardened blood shard, and then you take a dark gem and throw it in a pool of at least 5 non-hardened blood blocks, or infuse a dark gem with blood. Now this sounds quite complicated, but we're going to go through it right now. So blood has different properties in this mod, so let me just put some in here, and this is just normal liquid pooled blood, which looks pretty awesome, and we're going to make it so that there's 6 bits of it. So let's just do this so we can oh god, it's turned hard already. So as you can see, if it's not raining, a pool of blood won't stay as liquid. It will actually turn into this stuff, which is hardened blood. So let me just see if we can get all like this and throw in a dark gem. Probably not working because it's not like completely flat. Come on, show me. Oh my god, there we go, there we go. It sucked it all up and created the dark power gem, which is used in this recipe right here for the blood infusion core. Now we need all this to go hard, so let's see if we can get it to go hard again. And what we need to do is use a flint and steel on it, and we'll get some of those shards. So here we go. Let's use a flint and steel, bam, and there we go. We get some of these awesome hardened blood shards, and we actually get 9, which is really handy because that's what you need for the blood infusion core. So you don't need too much whatsoever, and you can use these together to make the blood infusion core. Now you have another way to get the dark power gem as well, which is by using this machine over here, which is the blood infuser. And to craft one of these, you need 1 more blood infusion core and then 8 cobblestone around the edge to make the blood infuser. And you can use this in different ways. You either use something that we're going to look at in a minute, which is this thing right here, the blood extractor. And actually, we are going to need to go over this quickly. So let's have a quick look at this blood extractor and all the stuff you can use to hold your blood. So you can't use the bucket straight away in the machine. I'll just show you that quickly. You need to actually contain it in something. So let's have a look here. We're actually going to need, there's 3 different types of blood cells. There's a small one, there's a blood can, and then a blood basin. So there's 3 different sizes. To create the smallest one, you're going to need 8 dark gems, 1 glass, and you'll get the blood cell, which can carry 5,000 little blood molecules, I guess. Then if you put 2 of the normal blood cells together, you get a blood can, which can hold 10,000 blood cells. And then if you put 2 of the blood cans together, you get the blood basin, which holds 20,000 blood little molecule things. So let's grab this blood cell. And I'm not sure if you can actually put these together in a crafting table or something. Let's have a quick look here. There we go, right click, and then see if we can put these together. If not, I'm going to have to show you the other way to do it. So let's have a quick look. See if we can right click. I'm just testing this out quickly. There we go. We can actually get it from the pool of blood, which is really cool. Let me just sort this out here. And basically just right click on blood. Or there's another way to get it as well, which I'll show you right now actually, because it kind of makes sense too. We've also got the blood extractor, which will allow you to extract blood from either mobs or mobs that have died. So I'll explain that right now. And you need a blood cell, sugarcane, and an iron ingot to craft it. So there's different ways to get blood in this mod. You don't actually get it from yourself. You can either get it from killing mobs or by dropping them from great heights. Now this sounds completely fun, and we're going to do it right now. So basically, if you kill a mob and you have let's have a look here on this blood cell, if you have a shift and right click to toggle the auto supply, you'll be able to get loads of blood from stuff that you kill. What was that? we'll get to... oh, he died. We'll get to those in a second. They're pretty stupid, though. Look, he just flew into a cactus and died. But anyway, let's go shift and right-click and see if it will work. So let's take a look at the blood cell quickly. We've got 1,910, and let's see if killing a sheep will make it go even higher. There we go. Let's see if it goes up. It doesn't go up. So apparently, you're supposed to be able to kill mobs, but maybe it doesn't work every time. But I know a way that will work definitely every time, which is dropping them from a great height. So if you knock a sheep off a post just like this, oh my god, sheep's gonna die, it will drop its blood on the floor. So this is kind of a blood-infused block. Let's do it again. Let's just drop one from here. It will die. It will work on pretty much every mob that drops from a great height and then drop you off there. There you go. You die, you little punk. And it will change into a blood-infused block. So now what you can do is right-click with a blood extractor and extract the blood out of it, and then collect it in the blood cell as well, which is really, really cool. So when you right-click with the blood extractor, it will use up a use, and then it will create the blood. Just like, wow, I've made quite the mess here. But anyway, that is how that works. And we also need to pop some sheep in here for later as well. So let's put a load in here and see what happens. I will get to these later on. But now we're going to go infuse some stuff with blood. So now we've got all of our blood, we can now infuse stuff with blood, such as the dark gem. So let's put the blood cell in here, and it will start to fill up the infuser, and then we can infuse the dark gem with blood, as you would with any regular furnace. So that is really cool. I think we can also put the blood extractor in here as well, but we're going to use that in a second. So now we've got a dark power gem, which is the second way to get one of those. So let's use our blood chest now. We're actually going to need something that needs repairing. So if I just go into game mode 0 quickly and slice this with my sword. Let's go and slice something. What can we slice? I guess we could slice up a couple of those sheep that we had earlier and just put a little bit of durability on this. No! Oh my god, these doors. We need to just get pressure plates sorted out for these. I think that's going to be the next upgrade to the lab, but let's cut this guy down. There we go. And now we should be able to use this in our cool machine. So let's go and do that right now. And here we go. So let's put this in here. Let's see if this works. That does work as well. So you don't always need a blood cell. You can just kind of extract it straight away. And I think this is actually the one where you kill something and it will extract the blood automatically, because I think it went up while I killed that sheep there. But anyway, let's put a diamond sword in here. Now, there's good things and bad things about this. The good thing is that you don't need to use lots of diamonds in an anvil to be able to repair your diamond stuff or iron stuff or whatever. But you will get the chance of having some debuffs on here, which we'll go over later. So let's put that in here, and it will gradually start to repair our tool. And because we only had one slice on that, it didn't really repair too much. But as you can see, it will take a little bit of blood and then repair your stuff. Now, you can get some debuffs on these, which I'll get to right now. Actually, it seems like the time. And the debuff is, it's actually called breaking. Now, you can have breaking 1, 2, or 3. And if you leave your item in there for too long, or kind of, it's just random chance, really, you could have a item that gets enchanted with breaking. Now, that pretty much is the opposite of unbreaking. So every time you swing your sword, depending on having 1, 2, or 3 power on your breaking enchantment, you will have the chance of it being used up a lot quicker. So one swipe could equal 3 durability on your diamond sword. So do be wary of that when using the blood chest. But overall, a really cool way to repair your stuff. Now, I think I've gone over everything here. Let's have a quick look. We've gone over that recipe, gone over this recipe. We've got one more thing to check out, I think. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, I think we've done everything so far. So let's just put this up here, this up here, this up here. We've got some more mobs to look at, and we've got some generated structures, and we've got something that should be spawning over here. I'm not sure if it's going to. Let's have a quick look. And the new thing is pretty gross. It is actually the excrement pile. So, in normal terms, that is poop. So the excrement pile will actually generate when you've got loads of animals in one area, but it's kind of cool. It's really useful. It might stink a little bit, just a little bit. But what it's allowed to do is use as bone meal, which is really cool. So that's just another way to get some kind of bone meal without having to kill skeletons. But you will have to clean up after your animals pretty much all of the time, which is a little bit of a gross job. Now, in this chest here, we have a few more items which I'm going to take a look at. Let's just move some of these. And the first one is the lightning bomb and the lightning grenade. Now, I'm not going to show you all the recipes for these because not enough items hasn't been upgraded and it takes a lot of time. And all the recipes are in the description below as well, so let's check these out. So the first one is the lightning grenade. Let's throw this bad boy. Here we go. Let's throw it over here. Boom! And it will spawn lightning wherever it lands, which is really cool. And then we've also got the lightning bomb. Oh god, I set it on fire. Just get out of here. please. And we've also got the lightning bomb, which pretty much just summons more kinds of lightning and will do more damage as well. So let's go. And there we go. It'll spawn lightning. I'm not sure why the lightning isn't rendering. It's a little bit weird. Maybe because it's not kind of that weather. But anyway, you can see it does a little bit more damage and is very useful if you want some lightning spawning in and destroying your enemies. So the next item is actually pretty interesting. It's another thing we can infuse with blood, and that is the dead bush. Now, it sounds a little bit strange, but let's infuse this dead bush with some blood, and what you'll see happen... Oh god, no, Treos is swimming in blood. That was a little bit gross, sir. How did you not get stains all over your white jacket? You must have some kind of protective layer over the top of it. But anyway, we've infused this dead bush with blood, and now it is an undead sapling. Now, we should be able to grow this now into an undead tree. So kind of like a zombie tree, I guess. So I think we need some grass over here. Is there any grass? I need some grass right now to grow this bad boy. So let's go over here and plant this down right here, and we should be able to grow this. I'm not sure if it works with bone meal. It actually does, and these trees are really cool. They don't really have that much purpose, but they do look awesome because look, they're dripping with blood. How creepy is that? That's so weird. And you can also get the logs and wood and creepy leaves as well. If you just want to create like an evil lair, it's really handy for that. And of course, it drips blood. How cool. Right then, we've got a couple more items. We've actually got a blood pearl of teleportation. We've got some poison, and we've also got a broomstick as well. And then we've got a couple more items, and then we'll go over the mobs and cool stuff as well. So first thing is the blood pearl of teleportation. Now, this is exactly like an ender pearl, but instead of using up your damage, it will use up blood. So we've already charged this up. Has 1,000 blood uses in it. So let's try this out and see how much blood it uses. And I'm at the bottom of the ocean. So it actually didn't use any, probably because I am in game mode 1 or creative mode, but it's really cool, an alternate way of using your blood, which is really handy. You do get a little bit of slowness, which is unfortunate, but let's see if we can get into the lab. No, that's going to be a terrible shot. Let's try it again. Go on, see where we get. We're on top of the lab. That is beautiful. So that is the blood pearl of teleportation. And then we also have a poison bucket as well, which is crafted with the poison sacks we kind of saw earlier from a certain mob dying. But this is, it doesn't generate naturally, but you can create it, and it pretty much will just will kill you when you go in it, which is not good. Not good at all. And it will give you poison too. That's really unfortunate. But now we're going to move on to the broom. So let's right click the broom, and we are now sitting on a fantastic broom. Look at this. Very awesome. And as soon as you right click with the item, you'll get mounted onto it, and you pretty much just use it in the normal way you would any other thing. I'm not sure if you can go up into the air. Oh, you can. You use the mouse to point where you want to go, and just the W key to move forward. And this is a very cool broom. I'm liking this. Yes, this is beautiful. You can hover as well, which is nice when you let go of W. And I am liking this broom. This is awesome. Let's go and park it in the lab and see how awesome this is. Look at this. Yes, finally a properly working broom that I can control. There we go. That is pretty impressive. I like that a lot. Now, we've got a couple more items to look at. Let's have a look at what they are. We've got some enchanting books, which apart from breaking 3, we have some good enchantments as well. So we've got life stealing, unusing, and poison tip as well. So poison tip is pretty much the same as fire aspect, so you can inflict poison instead of fire. We've also got unusing, which is pretty cool. If you enchant a sword with it, and you're just about to use your sword for the last time, and it would break if you use it, it will actually stop that from happening. So it won't do any damage. It will actually stop you using the item before it breaks, which is going to be quite handy, but probably quite annoying in the wrong situation. And we've also got life stealing as well, which will steal a little bit of life every time you do damage to a mob, which is really cool. And the final thing is the weather container, which is a really awesome item, which we're going to take a look at in a second. And to craft it, you are going to need 1 dark power gem, 1 glass bottle, and 1 sugar, and it'll get you an empty weather container. Now we're going to transport over to a dark temple, which looks really, really cool. And these will generate above the layer of 90, actually. I was going to say 60, but I meant 90. And they look really cool. You can also kind of identify them by this massive beacon as well. And these pretty much, this is the only place where you can find one of these things, which is where you fill up the weather containers. So if you throw a weather container in here, it kind of grows in size and floats into the air a little bit weirdly. Why did you do that? Why? But anyway, what they do is you throw the weather container in there and it will change the weather to the opposite of when you put the weather container in. So this one is a weather container which will produce sunshine, but the weather has changed to rain. But of course, we're in a snow biome, so it's changed to snow. So if we grab another weather container, just an empty one here, let's go and throw it back into here and see what happens. And it's actually got a cooldown period, actually. So we've got a black kind of beacon light coming out, and when that changes back to brown, you can use the beacon again. So right now, let's just change it back to sunshine with our weather container. Let's see what happens. Go on, change to sun. There we go. It's beautiful. Really handy if you need a certain kind of weather at a certain time, and just a really cool thing. Now let's go into time set the night, and we're going to try out some brand new mobs. So the first one we're going to go over is the netherfish, which works exactly like the silverfish but in the nether. So if you break netherrack or something else like nether quartz, you do have a chance of these bad boys spawning. They're pretty crazy. They got 12 health. They look pretty, they're kind of fast. Are they faster than normal silverfish? But anyway, they're very aggressive. And what will they drop? They will actually drop a beautiful piece of, is that gunpowder? That is gunpowder indeed. The next thing is one we kind of looked at earlier, which ran into the cactus. And that is the poisonous libel. Now, these will actually follow any mob, so these can kill sheep and stuff like that. They're really fast, but they only have 1 health, and they will come after you, and they won't stop biting you and poisoning you until they die. And they will actually drop. Oh, come here. Oh, my God, they're so fast. Let's try and punch it. Punch. There we go. They will drop poisonous ink sacs, which allow you to create poisonous potatoes, and the buckets of poison we looked at earlier as well. And now we have a special type of villager. Actually, let's look at something else first. Let's look at the werewolf first, and then I'll have a look at the special type of villager. So here's the werewolf. Look at this guy. He's pretty scary, I'm not gonna lie, and he has a chance of dropping a lot of stuff. Let's go for it. And he has a chance of dropping werewolf bones, also werewolf fur, and werewolf flesh as well. Now, let's have a look at this special type of villager. Let's go back into the morning or the daytime and spawn in some villagers, and we're looking for a very special one. None of these guys, none of these guys. We're looking for a guy in full purple. Let's see if we can find him. Is this the guy? Nope, we're looking for a guy just like this, but he's not got that dark strip of purple in the middle. Come on, show me the villager. There he is. Look at this guy. Look, he's looking all evil and stuff. You can actually trade with him for the evil craft items. So he takes dark gems instead of emeralds, and you can trade for stuff like blood infusion cores. So that is a really good trade, actually, because you need a lot of dark gems to make this, and it kind of saves you the hassle. So that's really cool. But he has another cool feature. When you get to nighttime, check this out. Watch him very carefully. When it is a full moon, is it not a full moon tonight? That's so upsetting. Oh, it is a full moon. Oh, God, there we go. He changes into a flipping werewolf overnight. So be very careful of this guy. If you live near a village or something, look out for them, kind of contain them, because otherwise they will turn into a werewolf and absolutely destroy you. And I think that is pretty much the Evil Craft mod. Okay, guys, there's actually one more thing I forgot to show you, which I'm going to just slot in the video here, and that is you can, it's kind of weird to explain, you can actually produce farts in this mod. You may have seen it in the intro, but anyway, what you need to do is when you shift, nothing happens, which kind of seems a little bit disappointing, but if you press shift and then press the P key, you will see in the chat it says farting enabled, and this is kind of strange. When you press shift, there we go. You'll let out a little, well, I was going to say a little fart, but that's pretty powerful. Look at that. Oh my goodness. But anyway, I thought I'd just slot that in there, and now I'll get to the outro. Wow. So if you do like what you see and do want to play it for yourself, which I'd highly recommend, then do go down into the description below where you'll find a link to download this mod. It's very cool, got some really nice and interesting features such as the blood infusion and all this crazy stuff where you extract all the blood and creepy things. But anyway, it's really cool. And if you happen to be new to the channel as well, please do subscribe and join Team TDM for daily Minecraft videos. And if you also did enjoy this video as well, a like would be greatly appreciated too. So thanks again for watching, everyone, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.